Good evening. Let's see. Get a little drone going. Hey, Jeff, Ben, my case, ready for some noise. Tonight is going to be a palette cleanser. Tomorrow I'm going to do the performance. I'm not going to do play any of those patterns tonight or anything like that. I am just going to do other things tonight. A little Berlin School-y kind of stuff, a little proggy stuff, but I have a whole bank of different sounds. I'd say half of the sounds are different tonight just because I needed to make a different sort of noise tonight, different synth sounds. So anyway, casual noises. Hey, time for the almost last session. Yeah, tonight, like I said, tonight's the palette cleanser. We're not going to do anything from what we've been doing. This is just going to explore some stuff tonight. We are going to play around in 7/8. We're going to do an odd meter. And we're going to try and do some Berlin School patterns in 7/8. So we'll see what that goes. So today's 30 and tomorrow's 31. So I am actually sort of a day ahead. And that's okay, right? Mr. Higgins, Garen, howdy. So anyway, all right, let's run through the sounds. Like I said, tonight's a palette cleanser. Doing different things tonight. We're going to work in 7 and just screw around, have some fun, go back and forth. All right. So then tomorrow will be the thing. I have to let go for 24 hours and not think about it. It's all I've thought about for 2 weeks solid. So, all right. So what do we got here? Matriarch. That's the sound we're working with. A really heavily modulated delay. So the delays get smeared as they go out. This one we've heard before. This is the summit. All right. And then we've got a string pad-ish, like a string orchestral. Like a rising filter behind it. So there's like a breathy thing, a horn kind of thing back there. And this kind of rising. The subsequent I didn't touch. I like the sound. The mini's got a little plucky thing. I want to do like a Berlin School-y thing here. So we'll lay some of that down. And the PPGs, I wanted an older PPG sound. Sort of like a bell choir, kind of 80s-y. And the Rick is just the Rick with a heavy sub tonight. All right. So that's the state of the sounds tonight. Yeah, mental cleansing is what we're doing. Final stream is tomorrow. Oh, well, I would say the final stream. The performance stream is tomorrow. And it's at this time. So if you can't make it, you got, just watch the recording. It's not a big deal. And it's not going to be particularly long. It's going to be a normal 30-minute stream. But I've been working on it as much as I could fit in today with the day job and stuff. And I worked on it all last night and things like that. Keep your expectations low for the performance tomorrow. Okay. I didn't pull out all the stops. I simply didn't have enough time to pull out all the stops. But if I develop it further, I will. But for tomorrow, it's just going to be a fun culmination of January. All right, so it'll be fun. Hey, Onyx. All right, so we're in 7 tonight. So let's see if I can screw. Whenever I do odd time signatures in Berlin School, I sometimes lose it. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Let's just lay down a little short bed. Just put a little bass under it. I forgot to clear out the patterns from the other day. Oh no, this was a pattern I was screwing around with earlier. All right. Earlier this evening, I was like, maybe I'll do 7. Can I remember how to do 7? And then I laid this down. There's a full screw up. That's okay. Let's get some patterns going on top of each other. Missed it. times like this, I have to hear the metronome. I got to turn it up, man, because like too much going on. A little cacophonous, but I like it. What we need is a beat, but I don't have one ready. Not in 7. I know what I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know what the hell the modular's doing. Because the modular still thinks we're running in 4/4. Let's find out. Oh, the clock's not even running. Let's turn it on. We'll see what happens when we lay it over this. See what happens when we bring those other patterns back in. I should have thought ahead and put some drums in here. Gotta mix it. I still want to hear the modular stuff. I'm okay with this. If you're not, I'm sorry. You can run away. But sometimes just fucking around is worth it. Oh, so I'm going to save this project file because I want to put a 7/8 beat on this. All right. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Okay. We're going to stop for a minute. I need to go get some drums, so just give me a second. Let's see. Looking forward to the performance. Thanks, Onyx. It's hard with a day job and family. Yeah, that's fine. That's why tonight's just me screwing around. This is a palate cleanser tonight, in case you missed it coming in. This is just screwing around palate cleanser, not thinking about the performance or anything for 24 hours. So, hey, Joe. Let's see. At this point in January, we feel like we should throw a bottle of water or a reflective blanket. That's good, man. I'm doing good. Tonight's palate cleansing. All right, but I want to throw a 7/8 beat on here, and let me go get. I'm gonna reach into the bag of VSTs here. Let's see. Hang on a second. What do I want? Yeah, that'll work. All right. So you guys can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm going and I'm dropping a drum machine on an empty track here, and we're going to tell it that we want to work in 7/8. And we want yeah, I don't know what we want here. Let's see. We'll do this. What's our tempo? What is our tempo? We're at 108. All right, so let's do this. Perfect. And we're going to do this. And we're going to go and tell it that we're going to be in 7/8, my friend. All right, thanks for bearing with me here. I just want to get this done. I got to hear a beat with this giant cacophonous thing running. I want to see what it sounds like. All right, I think that'll work. Let's see. All right, I'm going to bring all this noise back in. Hang in there. Strap in. Okay, too dry. Let's put it in a room. I need a nice room with a little ambience. Things going on in this drum. That's not at 7. That's a mess. Ah, well. Failed experiment. You got to time. You got to think about it a little bit. All right. Kill that. It was worth a shot. Live remix, throw a drum in kind of thing is definitely not my forte, right? Now the metronome is like pounding in my ear. Let's see. Yeah, mental cleaning. Let's see. Hey, Wabbit. Needs more cowbell. Yeah. My drums usually have to be planned out because I'm a terrible rhythm guy as far as drums are concerned. When you learned to play in 7, did anything prove helpful beyond sheer practice? Yeah, splitting it up. Any odd time signature? Here. Let me demonstrate. It's easier. Any odd time signature is easier for me if I break it up into groups of 2, 3, or 4. So like this is doing 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I actually have a video on the channel called like Berlin School Time Lord, and it's about how to count odd times when you're doing Berlin School patterns. So like if you're in 7, if you think of it as 4 and 3, or 2 and 2 and 3, or 3 and 4, or you can move it around. I tend to do that, and do the same thing with 5. I do like 3 and then 2, or then 2 and 3. So like here, change this tempo to 5. You can't hear the metronome, but it's basically well, 5 is a little different because West Side Story. There's a song in West Side Story called America. And the chorus of the song goes da 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 da, right? It's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and it's in 6, right? I think that's right. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2, right? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2, right? So that's 6 and 6. Yeah. And you could do the same thing in 5. You can do 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2, right? You can count 5 that way. So but that's what I do. I don't know if that helps or not, but I split odd things up into groups of 3 and 4 and maybe 2, right? So if I go back to let's lay a thing down. Let's go to here. Let's delete all this mess. All right, that's all deleted. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Let's put a little 4 pattern bar down. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2. 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4. So you could count it that way, right? Instead of doing it staccato, you hold it like this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1. And it's almost like it's not a waltz, but it's a feel of like a dance where you're going back to the down, dun dun dun, down, dun dun dun. That's the 7 groove for me. It's not the only one, but that's the one that I roll with a lot, right? Putting that first beat down each time as like the anchor that holds the rest of the flourish of what's going on behind it. I don't know if that helps. So, yeah, Mission Impossible. Yeah, good, Joe. Right, Mission Impossible theme. Dun, dun. Actually, depending on whose version of it you listen to, right? Because sometimes it's in 5, but I've heard some versions, some modern versions where they force it into 4, right? But that's okay. What else? Robert Palmer. I'm giving you Robert Palmer vibes. what era Robert Palmer Wabbit? I'm very curious to see. Here, let's put this back on there. A little noise in the background. Let's see. Are you just using something like Studio Drummer with prefab patterns? Just there, I was totally using Stylus, which is just like patterns that you can throw in, and you can specify what time sig is, but like whatever. Normally, what happens if you on the channel, there's a whole bunch of music making diaries, and I generally use loops that I chop down as temp rhythm parts, and then like on the EP I did, the last EP I did, that was all loops. And then I go in and chop them up and put other layers of rhythm parts over it by hand. And I'm experimenting right now with hiring a drummer. I've got a guy who's got the tracks, and he's got some temp rhythm tracks that I sent him, and he's actually recording drum parts, but also capturing the MIDI of the drum performance, and he's going to send it all back to me. We'll see. If that's really great, I may do that in the future, but it's expensive because hiring a drummer is not cheap. So hiring a good drummer is not cheap. So, let's see. Tangerine Dreams meets Yes, kind of, sort of. Thanks, Todd. I appreciate that. Let's see. I finally have it here in my home. Oh, Casual Noise. You got the Iridium. Congratulations. I'll see you next year when you come up for air, right? Good luck. It's great synth. Reminds me of Pierre Morland's Gong. I'll have to look that one up. Half of the artists that you guys mentioned, I have to like go look up sometimes. Like, I don't know who those are. We do not discuss the YouTube version of the Mission Impossible theme. That's okay. It's like a Fight Club rule there, Joe. That's fine. Let's see. The drums. Yeah, it was totally like just a funk library that I reached for and threw it in there. I like Robert Palmer, don't get me wrong, but curious what era you meant. And the 80s is my favorite Robert Palmer. What was it? Robert Palmer was in, what was that band that he did with some of the members from Duran Duran? They had like 2 hits, but man, they were good. I should dig up my Iridium. It's sitting right there. I'm going to reach for it, just not right now. Everything is after January. After January, we will start going. Yes, Power Station. That was it. Oh man, the drums in that on those 2 hits were awesome. That was a good band. Anyway, we're in dad rock zone there though, or maybe late dad rock. But all right, so what do we want to do? Oh, it's 8:29. All right, well, so I dicked around a lot. This has felt very good. Some of you are just showing up. I'm sorry. During the week, I do these just 30-minute streams, really short. And this was a cleansing night. The whole point of tonight was tomorrow's the performance. So at this time tomorrow, I'm going to play the song. I'm going to do the jam that's been getting built up over the entire month of January. And so all of the pieces and parts that were made earlier are getting pulled in, and it's been developed, and, we'll see what happens, but keep your expectations low because, it's just a jam, really. So, but that'll roll out tomorrow, and then I'll be done with January, and I'll go back to, I intend to keep streaming once a week, maybe twice. And I'll figure out what time it'll be. During the week, it would have to be sort of in this time slot, but on the weekends, it's going to be earlier, much earlier. So I actually told my wife, I said, maybe I should go rent a tux for tomorrow, or tails or something, a morning coat, So thanks, Tracy. Yeah, I'm super mellow tonight, and I have my tea, and I haven't dipped my microphone into the tea yet. We'll see. But yeah, that was basically it. I hope this was mildly entertaining. If you came in late and you're like, what? I was a waste of my time. I'm sorry. Come tomorrow and be punctual. And if the time doesn't work good for you, just watch the recording. It's all good. You really like your stream. Please don't stop. Thanks, Casual Noise. I am going to continue streaming. This is too much fun, but I just can't do it every day. So it'll be a weekly, maybe twice a week. And those will be longer because it's only once a week. So, because half an hour goes by like that, right? Thanks, Joe. And I don't know, that's about it. So you guys have fun. Give your back the rest of the night. Hey, we didn't get any movie references. So Someone throw something out there, please. Not Dune. We did Dune yesterday. Give me something else. One more nerd. It could be a nerd quote. Anyone. We did Hitchhiker's Guide yesterday, too. January is masochistic. It's a challenge, right? And it's worth it. But there's no shame in starting and stopping. I started and stopped 6 times from 2014 through 2020. So, I got 1 day in or 3 days in. It's okay. Last year was my first year I ever completed it. And then this year is the second year. Unless, who knows, I might have a heart attack and you guys will show up tomorrow and nothing, knock on wood. Knock on wood. Oh, I need something with wood on it. I don't have any synths with wood panels. Good God. Wherever you go, there you are. Thank you. A little Buckaroo Bonsai. Thank you, Joe. So that's another one. Go to Google, go to YouTube and search for Buckaroo Bonsai end credits music. It's really simple, but it's really awesome. And I don't have any horse samples to play for the Frau Blücher reference, Psychopompous one, but that is also a good one. Young Frankenstein's one of my favorite movies. So, all right, guys, I got to go. My wife is waiting for me. She's like, are you going to spend any time with me? So my wife, just so you know, my wife resigned from her job Friday. That's a good thing, actually. So I'll be able to spend more time with her, and then she won't feel like a January widow because January's over. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Okay, have a good one.